I know. And then I said, I make internet videos for a living, and he didn't talk to me after that, so. Hello ladies and gentlemen, boy have we got a video for you today. You are probably wondering, in fact, I think out of your top 3 thoughts in your mind, this was probably it this year. You weren't worried about yourself, you were thinking, what has got Barry through lockdown 2020? And boy, have I got a recipe to share. This is genuinely what we've been eating probably once a week with the family. Just bung it all in together. You can mix it up so much, but this is my favorite version of it. This is the quadruple cheesesteak slider. Oh, and you can adapt it. You can make it vegetarian, you can put pepperoni pizza in. We did one of those for Chloe. You can do a Hawaiian vibe, you can do a lasagna vibe. It's so cool, and the simplicity is wonderful, and it has genuinely got me through 2020, apart from taking the dogs for extended walks for fresh air. It's been a weird year, hasn't it? This recipe, quadruple cheese steak with peppers and onions as well. It's my favorite thing. I hope you try this. All right, folks, so we are gonna learn very quickly about slider theory. Now, as a Bristolian myself, slider is a nickname for a slide, you know, like on a playground swings, slide. We're going down the slider, my love, it's Groot Lush, that's what we say. I escaped Bristol a little bit, I'm slightly south of it, slightly posher now, but there we are, a bit of Bristolian for you. Slider, I'm going on the slider. All right, so this is the slider theory. There's basically 4 key stages to it. I didn't know how to visualize it, but the most important thing actually is the first bit, is these buns, okay? You want a baking dish and some buns. These are burger baps. If you can get them seed topped, or you can just top them yourself, fantastic, okay? Make sure they fit snugly into a baking dish. I've spent many a time at a supermarket this year, like analyzing my baking dish versus the ratio of the baps, or of course you can make your own. The next is the cheese. You can do this with just 1 cheese if you wish, but the more you add to it, as I'll show you, it just adds so much depth and dimensions and potential. And of course there's sort of vegan options and stuff like that as well. Then you got the meat, which obviously, as I say, if you're vegetarian or vegan, you can omit that for loads more. You can pad it out with like mushrooms and aubergines and all that kind of stuff, but we're going for cheesesteak. We need steak. And we've got a frozen steak, which we're gonna grate to make it easier rather than thinly slicing it. I'll show you that. And the last thing of all is a sauce that you put on top. That is optional, but we drench it. We don't drench, no, in slider theory. We drunch. Did you just make a new word? Is that a t-shirt? Drunch. Anyhow, that is slider theory. I'm still homeschooling Phoebe. Did you take that in?
Yeah.
Great. And the pugs have been loving slider theory. We just like talk about it every night. It's brilliant. What are you doing there?
Getting my sponge.
Oh yeah, thanks. Thanks for letting me borrow your whiteboard.
You're welcome.
We use a whiteboard for your homework. That's amazing. Back in my day, we just used papyrus. So let's just get these out. And you can actually get like a 12 pack of rolls. You know, it can still be the same size dish, but if you're serving it for a party or something like that, we found that 6 for us, like it's 1 per adult, and you've got some leftovers. But you can get these like mini ones. I think they call them Hawaiian rolls or something, just like really small ones, and they'll cram in there as well. Can you tell I'm excited today? Now you can, when they're joined together like this, if you want, you can be a bit adventurous, especially if you've got a left-handed bread knife, and cut through evenly, because we need the bottom and the tops, okay? The bottoms are going in first. And the cool thing is they might look segregated, but the actual cheese will bring it back together. So we'll put the bases in right now. Make sure they are still segregated though, because when you try and take one out, you'll end up pulling loads out, but the actual filling will glue it together. It's amazing. So for the time being, put that to one side. They are gonna get coated in a minute, and these are gonna get drenched in our buttery topping. Oh. All right, it's time to work on the filling. The Barry Lewis Veggie Prep Kit is gonna come in handy here. I've got myself an onion that has been quartered already, and I'm just gonna go, booyakasha. I might have got too many onions, but we're gonna fry them up, caramelize them with a green pepper, also known as a capsicum, I think. Ow, crikey. 2 frozen sirloin steaks there. We don't have provolone cheese. It's not easy to get it here for that authentic cheesesteak vibe, so that's why I mixed it up. I just make this, as I say, for the family every now and then with different types of cheese as well. So we've got cheddar, parmesan, mozzarella, and cream cheese. So it does make up for it. But this next step is gonna be great, okay? Just trust me. I've never done it instantly out the freezer. This has literally just come out. We're gonna grate it. Yeah, it might need to come down to like room temperature for like a minute, but I don't know if you can see there, you get these tiny, tiny little pieces of steak, and that is what I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna be grating steak. Oh, so cold. For a little while, I'll be grating steak.
In case you're wondering, my dad is grating steak.
It does get easier, folks, as it thaws like this, as you see there, but of course you could just thinly slice it, or if you're using chicken, for example, you can just pull that apart. If you just boil a chicken breast and just shred it, like a pulled chicken vibe, really nice. There we go. Great. All right then, folks, medium flame, some oil, in goes the steak. It's like dust, it's like meat dust. Pepper, and this is some salt that I rave about that a lot of you guys go out and get. It's smoked salt. There's loads of different varieties available now. There's like different flavour ones, like a lemon and lime salt. Insane. So yeah. Unnecessary salt, Bay Phoebe. I'm nearly burning the meat. just to move the tripod for that one shot. Let's just stir that through. We'll get it browned first of all. All right, there we go. That's pretty much there, but we're gonna push in the onions and the peppers as well. I'm not gonna use all of these, actually. Amazing. So we're gonna caramelize up those onions, blister the peppers, keep it stirring whatever you do, all right? Enjoy it, embrace it. All right, we are done. This is smelling so good. Can you see the charredness on there? Caramelization. It's free flavor. We're plucking flavor out of the air. That's what we're doing. Do it, it's worth it, all right? I might be a little bit strange like that, but when I go to barbecue, my friend burns a sausage, or when I have toast and it's slightly too charred, I'm like, no, scrape it off, it's good. That char is flavour. Arr. Anyhow, you've heard of the Three Stooges? Here's the 4 cheeses. We've got some mozzarella we're gonna tear off. We've got some flavoured cream cheese. This is a garlic one, just a bit more flavour. Some parmesan and some cheese. You're wondering why these are grated already? Well, there's already meat on my cheese grater, and we do tend to just generally buy pre-grated cheese. That's just what we do. We're crazy. We live on the edge. We're gonna start with a little dollop of the cream cheese on each one, okay? A little disc, a little island. Spread it around a little bit, but as it warms, it will find its way. Oh yeah. We've got some parmesan here going down, but this is also going on top of the buns as well in a bit. All right, some of the standard grated cheddar and red Leicester cheese on there like that. And now that charred steak, onions, peppers, caramelized on there. Be rough with it. It doesn't matter, but we're not done yet. That's amazing. This is a disc CD, old school. I once spent loads of money on a mini disc player. My first job I got, I saved up for it, and then within about 6 months, mini disc like, nah, MP3s is it. Yeah, I didn't time that right. We're not done yet. More cheese on top to cloak it, okay? And also to give a slightly flat edge for our lid when it goes on. And as weird as it seems, it's all right for it to be like that, because as it melts, it will grip the buns, okay? You just kind of want them to stay roughly together. Oh, yes. All right, my oven is preheated because we're nearly there. This is 100 grams of melted butter. This is optional. We don't always do this, but a shimmy of freshly chopped parsley. Italian seasoning goes down really well as well. Just a shimmy of that. This is a nice little tub we got. Blows the flavor on top. And because there's not enough cheese in it already, we're gonna reintroduce the parmesan, so about 3 teaspoons of that. And we just bring this all together. Oh my gosh. You with me, folks? You're not dreaming? This is good. We reintroduce the butter. Wow, that's close. That'll do though. And this might actually help because we just get that glossy butter covering on there. Ah. We do bake it covered first of all though, just to make sure it all warms through. Look how glossy that looks. Very naughty. Alright then folks, covered in foil. I'm baking it for 20 minutes. Then we will take the foil off and bake it for about 3 or 4. Ooh. Just as a little announcement, if you're enjoying the videos, don't forget to smash that subscribe button if you haven't already, because then you get notified of videos every week. Smash it. That's what all the cool kids. Smash that subscribe, guys. Let's do it. Alright, baked it. Nice hot oven. Foil off for the last few minutes. Let's get it out. Yes, we got the brown tops. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna just try and get it with a spatula. Oh, look. Let's see, I'm gonna try and get a thumbnail, look. Oh, look at that. Yeah, baby. All those flavours in there. All those cheeses mingled together. Nice toasted lids with that butter flavour too. Yes. Yes, I will eat some. Look at that cheese ball.
Cheese ball.
That is crazy. I just love all that, don't you?
I do.
That's so good. 4 cheeses. What was your favourite one we've done this year? We've done a lot.
They've all been really good.
I quite liked the pulled chicken barbecue one. That wasn't much more than just cheddar cheese, pulled chicken and barbecue sauce. But
That was nice. Yeah.
oh,
Heaven?
heaven. So warming, so comforting. There's just something so just stonking about it. Like, you don't need to go to town on all the cheeses. Mix it up with different breads as well. Even just a standard slice of bread would do it as well. It's just something to hold it together. Ah, it's like a flavour boat. And you're on that boat and you're doing Jack and Rose at the front like that, going, my taste will go on.
They're amazing.
Never let go. Oh, that's just the fun part, isn't it?
Cheese ball.
If you do try this in, folks, send me a photo on social media and I'll share away. Love to see it. And we got through 2020, didn't we? We're nearly there. See you soon.
Check your level, player. No matter what your style, the kitchen's for me. Someone's moustache, goatee, maybe all 3.